last night of getting together to figure out what days are we doing what and all that fun stuff. Apparently bought this packs of different
Oh, we're live. What are you telling me? No. Let's see if this works. Oh, how do I mute myself?
talking of delays.
Trying new things. All right. Let me know if you can hear me.
I can hear you.
You can hear me. Let me see.
I on my phone.
Yeah, I got it here. Well, you can hear me. Okay, cool. You can hear me. Out there in the world. In a world. Welcome to the new comic book day preview at Alter Ego Comics for the week of December 20th. Today's the 19th. Tomorrow's new comic book day. That makes it December 20th. And a whole pile of new stuff to talk about this week. Also, welcome to anyone who may be watching on Instagram, because now we can stream through Instagram. So we're streaming to Instagram, to Facebook, and to YouTube. We're streaming everywhere. The streams are everywhere, but don't cross the streams. Yeah.
Are we swimming upstream?
A little bit, yeah. Hope you're having a great day. It is, it's winter here in Ohio.
Before Christmas.
How many days? Let's see. We got Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. 4 shopping days at Alter Ego left until Christmas. Come on in and say hi. Let me know that you're here. Give us thumbs up and hearts and comments, and let's keep the energy rolling here. The new comic book day eve energy.
I'm living hearts in person. Also.
Yes. Okay. So we're trying things a little bit differently today. I'm basically going to show you everything that came in new this week, even if it's issue number 2 or issue number 237. If we have it available for purchase, you're going to see it during this live stream. And then you are free to comment if there is something that you would like. I'm not necessarily going to go into pricing. I'm going to hold the books up so you can see. But the goal here really is to get you to come into the shop. There's some of you that we just haven't seen since before the pandemic. We're shipping comics out rather than having folks come into the shop, and we miss you. So we're going to show off the new stuff this week. I'm not going to do back issues this week, but every Thursday now, the back issue wall is going to get refreshed. It's going to be Old Comic Book Day. So new Comic Book Day is Wednesday. Old Comic Book Day is going to be Thursday. This is the first Alex is hearing of this over here. Woo. So the wall behind me over here, can I do this? This way. This piece of slat wall behind me is going to get updated every Thursday with back issues, with fresh back issues. Thursday will, from here to 4, be known as Old Comic Book Day. So yeah. Hey, Chad. Hey, Jarrell. Jarrell is asking, what's the new comic? Well, we've got lots of new comics, so let's dive right in. Showing off this week's new stuff that you can find at Alter Ego Comics here in Lima, Ohio. We've got the second issue of Alien from Marvel Comics and Declan Shalvey. I believe we still have copies of number 1, so it's not too late to get into this new Alien series from Marvel. This one I'm super pumped to read. I haven't read it yet. It is a new Tom King series called Animal Pound. It's published by, that sounds horrible, actually, if you put the emphasis on the wrong word. Animal Pound. Animal Pound. It's number 1. It's Tom King. It's got amazing artwork by Peter Gross, and it's about dogs and cats teaming up to overthrow their human masters at the Pound. Issue number 1. It's kind of a contemporary retelling of Animal Farm, the George Orwell classic. It is George Orwell, right? I know he did 1984. I think he did Animal Pound as well. So Animal Pound number 1. Super excited for this. We've Got Uncanny Avengers number 5. Alex, why should we care about Uncanny Avengers number 5? We get a new Captain Krakoa.
There's teasing the free comic book day this year.
Yeah, going back to May, they teased a new Captain Krakoa. It might be Captain Crunch.
Captain. It's Crimson Captain.
Yes. Hey, Doug. Thanks for tuning in. Glad you could make it. Batman Santa Claus, Silent Night. Issue number 3 is out this week. This is a weekly series. So we have one more week. So I guess issue 4 comes out after Christmas. That'll be next Wednesday. We do have issue 2 in stock. We got a restock after New Comic Book Day last week. We're out of issue 1, but we have issue 2 and 3 of Batman Santa Claus, Silent Night. One of the best books of December. It's a lot of fun.
That's
And
Krampus.
It has Krampus, it has Santa, it has Batman and other DC heroes, and the artwork is fantastic. Batman Off-World number 2 by Jason Aaron is out tomorrow, and we still have copies of issue number 1 if you want to get into the sci-fi Batman story. We have part 3 of Batman Year 1, the facsimile edition. That's reprinting all 4 parts of Batman Year 1, including the original advertisements, the letters pages. Oh my gosh, even the original ads, like this ad from Mile High Comics from whatever year this is, 1986. That's crazy. And Mile High is still going strong out there in Colorado. We have the first 2 parts as well of Batman Year 1 facsimile edition. Vault Comics has a new book called Beyond Real this week. This is by Zach Kaplan with artists Fabiana Mascolo and Tony Fedzula. Sure. It is a kind of a little bit of trippy sci-fi. That's Beyond Real. It is Beyond Real. One of my favorite books of last month is back with issue number 2, Canary by Scott Snyder and Dan Panosian. This is a supernatural Western. We still have copies of number 1. A book we do not have copies of number 1 of is The Deviant. This is issue number 2, a creepy holiday story by James Tynion IV. Tynion, tomato. Geiger Ground Zero, issue 2 of 2. I believe we are out of issue 1. But if you picked up issue 1,
What's the big deal about that one, though?
the big deal is that a new imprint is launching involving Jeff Johns and Gary Frank. We're calling it, and several other retailers are calling it Image 2.0, and it is called Ghost Machine. So it's a creator-owned imprint set up within Image, but it's some of the best creators that have made the best comics of the last 20 years. We have Jason Fabok, Gary Frank, Brian Hitch, Jeff Johns, Lamont McGee, Francis Manapul, Brad Meltzer, Ivan Rice, Peter Snigberg, Peter Tomasi, and Maytal, a Z and a C next to each other, and H. I can't do it. I don't know how to pronounce it. So they are creating 4 new universes within Ghost Machine. Some of the characters will interact within the same universes. So Geiger is in there, a new character called Redcoat, another one called Brooke. There are going to be some horror books, some superhero books, some supernatural books. I'm super excited for Ghost Machine. And there's a one-shot that kicks it all off in January. You can subscribe to now.
Doing Geiger series soon.
Yeah, it's not in. You can't do it yet.
It's announced.
Yeah, I think is that in January? No, it's April. Yeah, it won't be until the February catalog. Bye, Alex. G.I. Joe, Real American Hero, issue number 302. So here's the deal with this. Of course, G.I. Joe is over at Skybound now, which is Image Comics. But G.I. Joe, Real American Hero is the continuation of the long-running series by writer Larry Hama, who wrote the Marvel G.I. Joe series and then wrote a Real American Hero for IDW, and now it continues at Image. So this has nothing to do with the Energon universe, but it is being published by Skybound/Image. So the first issue out of Image was 301. We We have second printings of 301, and we have 302 now in stock as well. Marvel Gods, issue number 3. I guess that's right. Feels like no, feels like there should be more than 3 issues of this out, but I'm looking over at the wall and I see issue number 3. So Marvel Gods issue number 3 is out this week of the I think it's a 6-issue miniseries written by Jonathan Hickman. New issue of Incredible Hulk. This is due to a canceled profile, but you can claim it and jump into the Hulk. This is the same art that's on the Hulk short box that we got in last week. Another canceled pull list gives us Hydra from Zenescope. 72 pages of content. This is a one-shot. Zenescope's been doing some really, really decent stuff. I think they get a bad rap sometimes for just being kind of a pin-up company, but they've done some really good stuff. They got some really good writers and artists over there. So if you're into horror and supernatural action adventure comics, then check out some stuff from Zenescope. Maybe even this issue of Hydra. Again, it's a one-shot from Zenescope. Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong issue number 3 is out this week. 3 of 8, I think. This has been a fun book. You're never going to see Justicilla versus Kong on the big screen or the small screen, frankly, but you will see it in comics. Red Light issue number 2 is out this week. We still have copies of issue number 1. This is a sci-fi erotic thriller from AWA. Now that Marvel has the rights back to ROM, we have ROM and the X-Men. This is a prestige format collecting 4 back issues. So we get ROM 17 and 18 and 31 and 32, all which starred the X-Men. So 4 issues of ROM from the past, 17, 18, 31, and 32, starring the X-Men and ROM. That is a super cool cover by Nick Bradshaw. Due to a canceled profile, we have Spawn, issue number 348, as we head towards the momentous Spawn number 350. Gang War continues, and Amazing Spider-Man number 40. Spider-Boy, issue number 2 is out, and we should have some printing of issue number 1 available as I'm peeking over at the wall. Spider-Boy issue number 2, Dan Slott, Lian Medina, Paco Medina, sorry. Star Wars The High Republic issue number 2 is available. We still have copies of issue number 1. And don't forget to sign up for Mace Windu number 1, which is coming your way in February. And if you want to get a sneak peek of where all of the Star Wars titles are going, check out Star Wars Revelations. This one shot is out this week and features stories starring everyone on this cover. Titans Beast World continues the world tour with a stop in Central City. So we've got Titans Beast World Central City. I think this is a one shot. We have the latest issue of Wolverine, which features Spider-Man, Wolverine number 40. And a new X-Men one-shot, the OG, the original X-Men. This is a new one-shot written by Christos Gage, art by Greg Land, and this artwork is stellar. Stellar stuff. And it sets up a new miniseries that you may have heard about this week. I don't want to spoil it if you have not heard about it. But when you get to the end of this book, you'll find out what comes next. However, it is a one-shot. It can be read on its own, but it's leading into something bigger and something that I'm kind of excited about, starring one of my favorite characters. And there's only one new graphic novel out this week, at least that we have in stock here, and that is Big Game by Mark Miller and Pepe Larraz. This is one of my favorite comics of 2023. It was a 5-issue miniseries that had all of the Millerverse characters involved. some of them dying. Anything could happen in this book, and you've got Chrononauts and what's his face, Huck and Kick-Ass and the new vampire group and the Magic Order and all these characters. The dude from Wanted, so much stuff. All of the Millerverse characters in one miniseries called Big Game. Lots of praise, adrenaline rush, pacing and action at another level, visually stunning. Wow, it's the comic book event of the decade. I really dug it. Big Game is available in graphic novel now. There we go. I think I set a new record for time on this. But again, I'm just playing around with trying some different formats. Going to use this more as a new comic book day preview, showing you what's available in the store on New Comic Book Day, with the hopes that we get you in the store. And following up on that, if you're a subscriber, there's an email that went out today with a link to a survey, and we need your input. We're looking at changing our hours starting in January. We want to make it easy for you to come in at least once a month. Now, we've heard from some folks, I can't get in there because you're closed. Well, we're open 6 days a week. How can we make that easier for you? So this is your chance to let us know in the survey. We're also looking for your input, your feedback on different product lines that we should carry. We added a couple of new products this year, Lego and Squishables. Is there anything that fits kind of in our wheelhouse that you'd like to see at Alter Ego? Some other questions in there, real short survey, a minute or two tops. So if you're a subscriber, check your email and you'll see a link to that survey. If you're not a subscriber, but you are a customer, you'll get an email with that survey link tomorrow. So thank you for joining me for this live preview of New Comic Book Day. If you have any questions, post them in the comments. I'll be sure to get to them. And I hope to see you soon at Alter Ego Comics.